This is a guide on replacing a glass touchscreen digitizer and an LCD on the Apple iPhone 6. To begin, hold down the power button on the side and confirm the shutdown on screen. Remove two pentalobe screws, one on each side of the lightning connector. Using a suction cup and a plastic pick, separate the screen assembly from the main body at the bottom edge. Open the screen assembly to a 90-degree angle and remove two Phillips screws securing the battery connector plate. Remove the metal plate and using a flat screwdriver pick open the battery connector. Proceed on removing the 5 Phillips screws securing the connector plate. In order to keep track of all the different screw placements, put all the screws on the desk in the same pattern as they were installed on the phone. Set the connector plate on the desk next to its screws. Using a flat screwdriver, pick open 4 connectors from the logic board. Set the main body aside. Proceed on removing the home button from the screen assembly. Remove 2 Phillips screws securing the home button plate and remove the plate. Using a flat screwdriver, pick open the home button connector. Using a plastic pick, slowly push the home button from the front, making sure that the rubber membrane around the button separates evenly and remains with the home button. Separate the home button flex cable from the display assembly using an X-Acto knife. Remove the home button with its cable attached and set it aside. Proceed on removing the 3 Phillips screws securing the camera bracket. Make sure to lay the screws on the table in the same pattern as they were installed on the device. Set the camera bracket aside. Remove 6 tiny Phillips screws securing the large metal plate, 3 on each side of the screen assembly. Remove the last Phillips screw near the home button opening. Gently separate the metal plate, taking extra caution where the home button cable is glued onto the display assembly near the home button opening. Set it aside. Take the new front assembly and remove the protective film. Lift the front camera on its flex cable and remove the speaker box underneath. Using a flat screwdriver, gently pick out the clear camera positioning plastic. Using an X-Acto knife, separate the camera flex cable from the display assembly on the left side. Then, using a flat screwdriver, carefully separate the camera and sensors garland from the old screen assembly. Using an X-Acto knife, separate the square plastic bracket. Using tweezers, transfer the rubber screw dampeners from near the home button opening onto the new screen assembly. Set the old assembly aside. Replace the clear mounting brackets in the new display assembly. Replace the camera and sensors garland onto the new assembly, making sure that all the sensors align with their respective placements. Replace the speaker box. Replace the large metal plate, making sure that the home button cable is fitted underneath the camera flex cable. Secure the 6 tiny Phillips screws, 3 on each side of the large metal plate. Replace the top camera bracket. Secure it with 3 Phillips screws. Replace a Phillips screw at the top right corner of the home button opening. Align the home button connector with its correct placement on the display assembly. Replace the home button and gently close its connector. Replace the metal plate over the home button and secure it with 2 Phillips screws. Begin reconnecting the display assembly to the main body. Align the connectors one by one and close them by carefully pressing down. Make sure to properly align each connector as it makes a distinct click when connected properly. Be very careful on this step. All connectors are extremely fragile. Replace the connector plate and secure it with 5 Phillips screws. Reconnect the battery. Replace the metal plate and secure it with 2 Phillips screws. Proceed on closing the display assembly. Ensure that the top edge is properly fitted into its groove. Apply even pressure all around the perimeter of the device to firmly snap the display assembly back into place. Remove the protective film. Replace the 2 pentalobe screws, one on each side of the lightning connector. Turn the phone on, and you're done.